This artwork has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up artworks that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the artwork so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 41 of Building Your Own R2-D2 from Star Wars. We've done some legs bits, we've got a whole leg, we've got some of the head built and other things coming together, but this one is a standalone episode. We are building Luke's lightsaber from Jedi. But before we do that, we'll have a look through the magazine and see exactly what's what. Building a galaxy, Jedi makeup, not Jedi makeup, obviously it's Chewbacca's costume, Chewbacca's feet. They suffered badly from the rigours of filming the first two movies. They needed to be recreated. So Chewie had new feet in Return of the Jedi. Never knew that. But interesting enough. Lots of stuff going on. Location scouting. Yeah. All good. Droids, we're looking at the Hellfire class droid tank. Again, from Clone Wars and from the Clone Wars, from Attack of the Clones and Clone Wars. I quite like the design of it. I like the wheels being arched out like that. It gives it a sense of stability. I don't know why, but it certainly adds to something. But all good stuff. More of that. First Battle of Geonosis. Apparently they bend. They don't always go out. They can go other ways as well. Soft robotics. Traditionally robots are rigid, angular and metallic. But soft robotics is now a thing. More organic type robots, maybe. No rigid parts whatsoever. Interesting. Chemicals circulate around the body to create movement and things. See, metallic strips and bending and things. More snake-like. And obviously flying as well. All cool. Interesting stuff. Tiny, tiny robots. Squishy robots. 3D printed, soft, flexible scaffolds. Cool. So, yes, the lightsaber, we've got the crystal housing, grip ridges, stabilizing ring, blade emitter, activator mount, the activator, along with a big collection of fixing screws and a couple of locating pins, which is an interesting way of doing things. We'll get to that in the actual build. As all of that is, I'll clear the bench, we'll get all the parts ready, and we'll start building. So, here we have them. I shall put them in the order in which they have them in the picture, and we'll use our screw box to keep our spare parts in, because there's going to be multiple screws of each type. One of them, in here we've got 3 of those. What we're using, 2 and 2, but unless they're the pins, and there might be other screws that I'm not using yet. I won't open those yet until we know what we're going to be using. So let's have a look. According to that picture, I can't really make out exactly what's what. So we've got that, we've got the gold bit there. We got something that looks like that end, that's that end. They go onto there, which goes onto there. So it must be about like that. Yeah, there we go. Right, so what we're doing, for some reason, this has got a notch on that side and a notch on that side. Really, it's obviously easier to turn it with a notch rather than with a socket. So we're using these pins, which fit in there, into the notch, and then fit into the notch on there, stopping that from turning. But it does say to apply that with some super glue. I've got some Gorilla Glue, which I've got working this time, and it also says to apply it to all of it, basically. So I'm going to put a little dab. It says it's working. It wasn't working. It was working, and then I put it down for 2 minutes, and then it stopped working. It hasn't blocked up. There we go. So I put a little dab in there and a little dab around the outside of that. Keep that there for now. I'll use a pair of tweezers now because I don't want to get glue on my fingers. That will go into that socket, and that whole thing will go into there, and that will hold itself in place. Push the parts together fully before the glue sets. Yes, absolutely. You don't want to be half gluing things together. So I'm actually going to continue to use the glue while I've got it out. We're going to put the more glue in the other side. It says not letting the glue come out. There we go. A little bit more on there, and again a little bit around the edge, because that pin needs to go in there. That needs to go into one end of this. Which end? The end with the notch. This bit with the thinner section will go on there like that, nicely. Then that's probably it for the glue. Maybe I'll put that away just in case. Onto there, we're attaching this with 2 screws. Which screws are we using? 2x6mm screws. That'll be the ones that are in here. So we've got 3 in there. We'll take 2 out the packet, and we'll put another one in our pot for, I say later. We're not going to use it later, are we? Never going to get used again, hopefully. That's what the spares are all about. So this has a rounded side and a flat side, obviously. Rounded side goes against the round bit. Goes in there. The other screw goes in the other hole next to it. And there is a little bit more glue required, obviously. Once this is on there, this will go onto the top, but does need a touch of glue to hold it in place. So I'll put some glue in and around all 3 of those holes, just a little bit. It's not got to put up with any stretching or effort to pull it apart again. It's just a case of getting it lined up properly. Way round it goes. I don't think it does, but it didn't seem to want to go through there. There we go. That's lined up now. And that hole is not. There we go. Probably don't need glue on that. It would seem to go in there quite securely without. So that's okay. That's gone in there. Then we've done the other bit. We've glued that onto there. We've already done that. Next up is this. A few drops of glue again. That way round. So let's, again, put a little bit of glue on there. I'm not liking having to glue all this together, but as it is a combination of plastic and metal, there's probably no real better way of doing it. You can't have too many screws and things all over it, so it will work. We'll go in there like so. Hold that together for a few seconds just to make sure that sits in there okay. Now we've got to put the long fixing screw through there from this side, from the wider side. That goes all the way down in there. That then goes through there, again that way round. Like that, and then that will go into the end of here. Be screwed together. It's obviously the emitter end. That will go on there like that. And there we have, once the glue sets, a nice half scale lightsaber. I like it. I like it a lot. I've always liked this bit. More screws I'll put just in there in the packet for now until we need them next time, or the time after, more likely. So that is that. That is now the lightsaber, which should look like this. It does indeed look just like that. I'm quite happy with that. It's good. There's a couple of little imperfections in it. You could polish it up a little bit, but it's a lightsaber. It's going to be used and abused, and Luke's going to be dropping it at some point. So I'm happy with that. That looks good. I like it. And that is the end of this issue, this build. We built a lightsaber. We've got a nice thing to have. Whether I put it inside R2's head later or leave it to just be a desk ornament, is probably what that's going to feature as in the future. So that's that. Thank you very much for joining me on this part of the build. I shall see you next time for another very quick build episode, and then we'll wait for more parts to arrive. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.